Hey guys, Luke here, back from Feathering Down Homestead. Today I'm just going to give you some updates on sort of the aftermath of Cyclone Gabrielle. Obviously we didn't have as much damage as most people, but sort of just highlighted some issues on the farm, and yeah, we just had a few things wrong, but I'll update you here, and yeah, I'll update you on some stuff. And yeah, so all these flats, it was about knee deep, the whole grass, and the worst of it. We've had worse before, we've had it sort of waist deep, so it's definitely not been the worst flood we've had, but yeah, pretty much all the cows got up on this hill and they stayed up there, so they were pretty good. Normally we have in the past had chickens in here, meat chickens, pigs, and we've almost lost piglets before, and we have lost quite a few chickens in here before, but yeah, this time we've sort of, since we're focusing on the food forest, hasn't really been an issue. We've got rid of most of our chickens and animals and that, but we've still got a lot compared to most people. Are still crazy, but yeah, so the flats knee deep. Also on the flats, it's pretty much all sand. So if you look down here, like this is just all like sand. I think it's silt, what they call it, but yeah, it's a good like 6 inches of this sandy silt. I got no idea if it's good or bad for the grass, but I got no capabilities of changing it, so I don't know, maybe if a rain comes it might wash a bit of it away. But yeah, so the gardens, well, Adina's gardens over here, all of these beds, they pretty much go under every time there's a flood, and it's like a gentle slope up in these gardens, so it's sort of like half of it gets flooded. It depends how bad the flood is. And this tin wall here, it probably went maybe halfway up, but it's been 3/4 probably. But what it does is the water doesn't rush in, it kind of just sort of seeps through in the cracks where I've riveted, and then just fills up and then slowly backs down and recedes. Yeah, that's pretty much the worst of what it did to my garden, other than my okra. You can sort of see it here, it's all pretty much been flattened, so the wind has just flattened it all, but I don't know, I'm half tempted to try to save it, try to put some waratahs up and maybe some string, see if I can save it, because they were just sort of coming in their prime. It's either that or I just let them go to seed and take all their seeds, but this place in here, okra patch, is just getting hammered. Every time we get these big rain events like we've had most of this year, the okra just doesn't like it, but they're growing, but yeah. Okay, so one of the most significant things that happened, it's not really the cost or it falling on the fence line, it's more the tree, the specific tree that fell down. So this tree was the tree my boy fell out of last September, and yeah, pretty much took his life, this tree. And most people would decide to take it down, but we decided to keep it and have it sort of as a sentimental value, and we're going to put like nice seeding and nice cactus garden and all that kind of around it as sort of like a memorial area. So to sort of have it gone is a bit heart-wrenching for me and Debs and the family, but obviously Mother Nature's had her say, and we can't really do much about it. But the only thing we might possibly do is when we get Caleb in to chop it up so it can stop the neighbours' cows from coming into here, is to chop a big slab out of it and try to make a seat down here, because this small little totor tree here, they did like playing on that as well. So yeah, at least we can have something there to sort of to still be a nice area, memorial area for Declan, even though this whole food forest is for him. It's just that one tree. It's kind of, yeah, you know what I mean. So the other thing the storm nailed a bit was the banana trees, which actually, apart from the varieties, was very minimal. Like all of these over here, it just shredded the leaves pretty much, and they're just your normal ladyfinger variety, so they're very hardy. But I kind of, this Orinoco here, it's like a cooking banana. It had a bunch on it just forming, that went down, and the bananas are too small to eat yet, so they just mulch on the ground. And then over here was blue java, and at the back where there's no more banana tree but there should be pups, was a blue java as well. So they produce blue bananas when they're ripe, which is really cool, but it's really hard to actually get them to eatable state in New Zealand, but still fun to give it a go. And they were doing well at the time, but yeah, what can you do, eh? But that's pretty much all the damage to our banana trees. Another thing that went down in the storm was kind of no surprise. It was half of it is rotten, but we kind of wanted to keep it, see what would happen. But our ancient plum tree, so there's kind of one stalk left up here, but the rest of it's kind of cut up. So I think now I'm just going to actually chop it, and I'll plant another tree there, and hopefully the rotted down plum tree roots and that will eventually feed whatever I plant there. But it's a bit sad, but that's how it is. And probably the only other things are like, we've sort of got small trees by the drain, some pine trees, some other trees on some fences, and just power out for a week, which we pretty much just got back on. So yeah, it's a bit hard living without power, but we may do. And who needs showers, eh? It's a bit overrated anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much the aftermath, all that I can think of for now. The greenhouse I fixed up was a little bit damaged, but nothing compared to what everyone else is going through in West Auckland and down in Hawke's Bay and that. So yeah, heart goes out to them, but that's just our place. And yeah, so on the next couple of videos, I've still got a lot of Declan's videos to put up, and yeah, as you might know, there's sort of nothing to do with the channel, but as I said in the funeral, Declan, he's been wanting to put these videos on the whole of last year, when I pretty much gave up on the channel, and I said no, and so I pretty much made a commitment to put all of his videos on my YouTube channel. And he always wanted to be famous, so that's why I'm sort of posting them all up there and making them famous. So if you don't want to watch those videos, you just leave them aside. I'm going to be posting in the midst of those videos, so you can keep posted on what's happening with the farm and what we've got coming up and stuff like that. Lots of food forest stuffs, lots of gardening stuff, just heaps going on, and probably just some regular vlogging and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, just day by day, and that's it. I think I've been babbling on a bit too long, so I'll catch you guys in the next one, and see you guys later.